Oh, I don't have a webcam up. Alright, I'm gonna set that up. And then we'll start getting started again. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, let's continue on. Sorry, I don't even remember where I left off. Alright, so this is the ground control scene, but it looks just like the spaceship scene for right now until I redo it. But then you can talk to people, I guess, if you're here. I wonder if I should put their name at the top of the dialogue. So like, here we go. So when we're actually showing, let's see, where is it? Scripts. You should pass in two things: string name, string text, and then all I'm gonna do is this text equals, let's say name, colon, control new line, and then this will just be a plus equals text, and that should be fine. Maybe. Right, but now we've made errors, so if I build this, or control shift B, got it. So I just have to pass my name, I guess. Oh, do you have a name? NPC name. Really? Yeah, I guess it could be just the same thing as the object. NPC2. Alright, cool. Alright, looking good. Now, the next thing is what? Let's make ground control. At least outline ground control. So this scene's going to be quite different than the other ones, but I'll just move the borders kind of out of the way. Alright, so borders are out of the way, way out of the way. Take out the spaceship. I think I'll just make the background a different color. Kind of that color. I'm gonna make some consoles. So let's see. For now, the consoles are gonna be. I'm not gonna do a very good job here, but we'll see what we can get done. I want to duplicate that. I might just let it stand out a little. Something like that. Might try to make like a podium. Don't think that's gonna come out very well, but this is kind of the podium. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. All these guys, I'm gonna name you guys, alright, 1 through 8, I guess. Console 1. So you guys are consoles. I'll call you back console and then podium. Yeah, nothing super special yet, because you can just run into everything. Alright, so all the consoles though, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a collider. Oops, needs to be 2D. Alright, so that should at least stop me from being able to walk everywhere and like just kind of walk here. But I'll do the same for these guys. And I'm gonna put some chairs in here too. Let's just name it right away. Chair 1. Might give it a different color. These would be like kind of a dark gray. Alright, so for all the chairs, might give them a rigid body. Oops, maybe rigid body 2D. But I might make their mass really heavy, like 30? We'll see. We'll play in game and see what that feels like. The other thing is they're affected by gravity. So let's fix that too. And let's go ahead and start putting these barriers in. Alright, that looks good. Right, and I also need to not make the chairs affected by gravity. So gravity scale is 0. Maybe needs more linear drag because I'm just gonna be able to push them. Yeah, let's give you some drag. And a lot of angular drag too. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Just something to play with while you're in the game. Not that it really matters. Okay. So we got the chairs. This is ground control. I guess just in the podium, I'm gonna like get it to do something. So here we go, the podium. Uh, we'll make that an interaction, and I'll just do load scene on interact, and we can go ahead and from ground control go to where are we going? So all right, we can get on the spaceship, go to ground control. I wanted to go to the command module. So command module. So let's see here. We'll make these chairs, reset the transform. All these chairs can go in here. And we'll make another one called consoles. These guys can go in here. Oops, I missed. Consoles. And I'll even put the back console in there. Alright, and the podium. Let's go ahead and give you just a different color for now, just so I know here's something special here. I might add just even more NPCs. Got NPC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if me putting NPCs on top of chairs is gonna like make the chair shoot off somewhere. We'll find out. Okay. Great. So it looks like we can now see the ground controls, and yeah, now we want to see the command module. So the command module is going to be very much like, ground control. It's going to be more like let's find a picture of the command module. Command module Apollo 13. Alright, so this is sort of, alright, the command module is kind of just this part right here. And these are the two parts of the lunar lander, okay. So really it's this cone part, right? So I'm gonna just make kind of a cone thing for the command module. So command module scene, let's see, let's grab some stuff from, yeah, sure, why not, from you. Alright, so main camera, I'm just going to use from the prefab. The background, I'm going to make it pure black just to know that we're in space. The borders, they're going to be like the scene borders, so I'm just going to, well actually no, they're going to be that triangle, so I might have to actually bring these in a bit, but for now I'll just go ahead and leave them off the screen. There is no ground in space, and the spaceship is going to be something different. I guess I can leave it, but just we'll have to morph it. Maybe I'll just draw it in GIMP right quick, just so I have kind of this structure to play with. So I just want something like this maybe. It's going to be flat. Maybe Inkscape might be better. It's a triangle. It's a triangle. Why am I getting too crazy about this? Alright, so we're going to make a quick triangle. So instead of a circle, let's fill this in. Fill. My eyes aren't working. Fill. I'm already on fill. Alright. And we'll just use this lasso tool. So we're at 2, what's the size of this thing? It's 256 by 256, so we need it 128 and 0. Oh my god, no, don't do it like that. Oops. I had to do a click, I guess. Alright, 128. It doesn't have to be perfect either. Why am I even caring? There we go. Enter. Let's inverse the selection. There we go. Triangle. And it will just say export as white triangle .png. And then we should have images. Misspelt it. White triangle. Okay. So spaceship is now going to be a white triangle. And we could bring the scale down some here. What's a 1x1 look like? Okay, that's the 1x1. If I was to reset this, yeah. Okay, my plan here is to make it 90 degrees on the Z. Yeah. And something like that. Might even squash it a bit. Might add a mask to it. How do I do a mask? Is it something under this that I gotta do? Or over this? I forget. Let's make a sprite under here. Let's make it like a circle, just to see what happens. What if I made you a mask? Don't show the mask graphic. The mask might just be for UI. Oh, I just saw rect. Is that what I want? Rect 2D mask? I don't know what I want. I'm just being crazy. Let's not worry about this right now. I'm not gonna worry about this right now. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna keep this triangle, but this is what I can do if I want to kind of cut off the tops and bottoms. I can just do it in here, like maybe that much, I guess. Apply. Did I do it? Oh no, that's the actual sprite. I was thinking, yeah, I think that's right. Alright, so I'm gonna apply, close. So your single sprite should be that. What's my spaceship look like? Hmm. I guess that's the, what is that? Alright, what if I said, I don't know. Why is this so hard? Uh, full rect, tight. Alright, so this is one sprite. Right, that seems to be working. But if I did a single, and then I guess if I figured out how to get this top, oh, that's, alright, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing, where I do the multiple, hit apply, and then for the spaceship, just bring over this guy. Alright, good enough. And we'll just redo the physics. Not that I actually want the physics. So this is the spaceship, quotes, quotes. And we can hopefully just size it with this guy. Wonder why it's not taking up the whole thing. What if I said sprite sort point, materials. Yeah, it's weird. This one seems to be okay. So I'm just gonna use this one. But I will sample the color. And I'll delete the other spaceship. Here we go. This is gonna be our spaceship. Flying through space. Maybe. Might even add. So it's a spaceship. Exterior. Really, command module. Exterior. Command module. Interior. And we're gonna go ahead and make this much darker. And I'll make this smaller. Alright, and basically you can walk around in this guy. Yeah, I'm thinking I might need to make it even smaller. Just cause the dialogue and the buttons and the UI. So, and give you the sense that it's small. That's also probably a good idea. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to match what I can here. Actually, this tool is fine. Just kind of keep it going like that, maybe. Yeah, that seems good. This could just be straight on. This could be straight on. This could be here. And we'll just kind of rotate it. Yeah, that looks good. So here's this scene. This is you in the command module. Okay. Probably the interior needs to come out one. I'm just gonna duplicate this guy. And anyway, these guys, hopefully I can just go in here, maybe make the character 10. And the NPCs can be, I guess, 10 as well. Guess the interaction should also be 10. It could be 1. Let's move the other NPC. Okay. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Let's just name these. Or, you know what? I might, instead of having NPC name on here, what I might do is just take that all out. Unfortunately. But then just use your name. So whatever you're named in the scene, that's what you're going to be called in the game. Okay. So coming back to this is, we're now looking at the command module. And what I'm gonna do is maybe have my first button here, just so you can toggle between space and the command module. So that's how we're gonna be able to switch scenes from this point. Cause this is my idea. You start off the game not being able to change any scenes on the whim. You're just kind of like walking around and talking to people, and then you have to do something in the scene to actually switch you to the next scene. But then once you get past just like 2 scenes and kind of figure out what's going on, you can go to the podium and be able to let me think. Right, go to the podium, you see what the crew is seeing. Oh, maybe, yeah, I can have it rotated. This one is going to be rotated like straight up, and then when you're in the sky, it will be pointing like this, I guess, or pointing towards the moon when you're flying towards the moon, and pointing towards the earth when you're flying towards the earth. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that being said, the first thing you have to do is like lift off. So you just go hit a button that says lift off. So what I might do, I'm gonna call this command module up. What I'm gonna do here, just grab everything except the background maybe. Oof. Looks like it's gonna need some adjusting. Or maybe I can say, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Like that. Let's move this here. Okay, okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have a button for now, and that button will just be for liftoff, and then we'll figure that out later. So, okay, so that to be done, we can just throw another 2D object in here. Yeah, I think like these exteriors, I need to put them like -2 and -1, because I like 0 being kind of like, just when I'm making new stuff, the default. I'll make it a circle. And this could just be a red circle. And if you hit it, it'll just load the next scene, which is gonna be what? So you hit the next scene, you should be able to see space, right? You'll see the spaceship take off, and then you'll see space. I like how these guys are rotated, and so is their dialogue box. Okay, let's go ahead and give this guy lift off button. And so once you hit that, this should be a circle collider. Okay, and let's go ahead and make it an interaction. And interaction controls. And interaction controls, what am I talking about? Enter load scene on interact. And let's just say you go from here to the space scene. Okay. Cool. And so space is gonna look like this. Maybe I'm gonna go more for the space. You're not gonna be able to do anything really except click on things. So I might. It's gonna get rid of the borders and the. Yeah. Okay. I think we get it. So space. It's gonna be a scene. Here it is. There's no borders. There may be a spaceship model, but there's no characters or lift-off button. There's just going to be Earth, which is going to be a sprite. And the moon. know what I want to do? And I'm going to do it right now. And we're going to start from the main menu. These load scene things, I'm going to make them... This is fine. What am I worried about? No. I don't want to hit any issues on actually... I don't want to have any problems later. I was thinking of actually like being able to drag and drop the scenes into the inspector, but it just seems like a lot of work. Okay, we have an error. What's the error? Command module couldn't be loaded. Oh, is it not named command module? What's the scene called? Oh, command module up. Got it. Yup. Ground control. Thanks, ground control. I said a podium. Sorry, so now if we go to the podium, here we are. And there we go. Then we got space. And then you should be able to see the guy floating around. Yeah. Alright. I want to have another thing. Another thing. And this is just going to exist. Here, look, I'm going to make a panel first. May make me a whole new UI object, which is perfectly fine. We'll call this the date panel. We'll call this the date UI. We will make sure you scale to size. And you're going to have text inside of you. Sure. And then we're just going to call you April 11, 1970. And I'm just going to auto size that. This is the date panel. This is the date UI. You're going to be the whole size of whatever you're in, but the date panel is going to be really small. So let's go ahead and do that. So you're going to be like up here. And I'm just thinking of just making you something like this. Maybe even smaller. Yeah. In respect to the whole screen, you're going to be... Yeah, I'm going to make you smaller. I mean, I feel like the banner's okay. I just got to make the text smaller. So I guess the text we can give you like a 10. Alright, what I might do... Stop auto sizing you, just make you 20. And make sure you're just in the center. There we go. That seems okay. I might make you bigger than the screen though. But that means I gotta bring you forward some more, like that. I think that looks good. And let's make this like a dark panel. And you can be pretty, almost opaque. Yeah, alright. Just something to, you can see what's going on. Like, what's time period we're at. Oh, yeah, and I want to make sure I don't destroy it. Okay, so let's just say you have a date UI script on you. So date UI. On enable, or start is fine too. Don't destroy on load game object. Cool. Public static date UI singleton. Singleton equals this. Yeah. Public static void set date string text. And I guess that means you're going to have a reference to your text. Public text mesh pro? What are we calling this? I know it's something just a little bit off from what I think it is. Text Mesh Pro UGUI. Text Mesh Pro Text Mesh. So I'm gonna just do this on validate. On validate. If not text mesh, text mesh equals get component in children. Text mesh pro UGUI. Alright. And setting the text is just singleton dot text mesh dot text equals text. Okay. And so that should be fine. I'm going to add a new object just called a date changer. So if a scene has a date changer on it, it's going to change the date. Date changer. So I got it. All right. So now we can say public string date. And then on, I guess on start or on enable, we can just say date UI dot set date, and then we'll just say date. Okay. Close it. I shouldn't close it if I don't have to. Alright, so it's loading back up. But alright, so if I have this date changer on the enter spaceship theme, I'm not gonna put it here, but date changer. I named it data changer. We're gonna have to change that. So we'll say April 12th, 1970. And I'm just gonna cut this or copy this, and then we'll paste it on the next scene, which is ground control. Sure. And that should change the date when we load. Okay, cool. Oh, I guess really we should onset date if singleton. If you don't have the singleton, then you can't really change the date. Let's do both checks. All right. Let's go back to main menu. All right. What did I do wrong? Alright, so date changer on ground control. No, on enter spaceship you have the date UI. Oh, we never put the date UI on here. So is that right? That looks right. Okay. So now, cool. It changed the date, but then if I go to the next scene, it probably won't change the date. which is just fine. And there we go. We got the date always there, kind of our UI. And I'll just leave that alone. That will just, every time I want to add a date change to a different scene, I can just add it to this date changer object. Guess I can make that a prefab. Okay, great. So we got the date changer object where we can change the date as we go through the different scenes. Just going through this. So we're lifting off, we see the planet trajectory. Oh, it'd be nice to actually plot that out. Yeah. Maybe this will be like in the space scene. I think what I wanted to do is show a picture of the spaceship just orbiting, and then like when it gets here, click, and then you should be like it's gonna start launching this way, and then we can see the date change, and then and then what happens? Right, you see it orbiting. Oh, and it'd be cool to go back between ground control and or the cockpit. And so you have ground control here, command module here, and then nothing. Oh, command module here. Oh yeah, here, and then later this will be the lunar module, and then you should be able to switch through all three. I'm just thinking. I think that makes the most sense. And then I'll have an area. If you click here, it launches. Otherwise, nothing happens. Yeah, okay. I might make, oh, I could do it on main. On the main script. Wherever that is. I don't think I need to make the main script in there. You can stay in here in the actual scripts. But here's another global thing I wanted to happen. Do I already have an update loop? If input dot get key down R, just restart the whole game. So scene manager dot load scene. I guess just 0, and hopefully 0 is the main menu. It's the first scene, whatever that may be. It's not main menu, but I will make it main menu. Alright, so now just whatever scene you're in, if you hit R, it goes back to the main menu. So lunar module or anything, enter spaceship. Oh, we're having some keys issues. Oh yeah, it's not a character, it's key code. Key code R. And that should help out. Alright, so even if I'm in the scene, hit R, back to the main menu. Good. Just so I can easily start debugging what I need to do. Yeah, and I guess if you're hitting R or just even loading the main menu, we should just take off this date UI. Is that the only time I want the date UI to go away? I guess not, but I will do it on the R for now. So here's the code for date UI. Let's just have public static void hide date. And really, it's going to destroy it. Singleton dot thinking singleton destroy singleton dot game object singleton equals null, and that should be it, I guess. Yeah. Okay, let's try that out. Oh, and when you actually hit R, just date UI dot hide. You can just say, call it hide. Really, you should just call it destroy. Okay. So here we go. We're talking to people. Spaceship. Then hit R. We're back to the main menu. Then we can continue onwards, and the date UI comes back. Okay, cool. Alright, gotta keep it going. Gotta flesh out the whole scenes first, and then we can start, like, this is pass 1, then we gotta do pass 2, 3. About pass 2 is when I gotta add sound and music. So pass 1 is gonna be super programmer art. Pass 2 is gonna be spruce up programmer art and then music and sounds. Pass 3 is gonna be, oh god, I have no idea. I'm trying to keep this iteration alive, just iterate, iterate, iterate. But I'm still on big first iteration 1, so let's keep it going. So we see the Earth, we're gonna see something launch. Let's go ahead and add a silly cute, the triangle as a spaceship. That would be okay. So in scenes, space, just right away I'm gonna have a spaceship kind of orbiting the Earth here. So no problem, we'll just do that with a sprite. We'll put a triangle for the sprite. Maybe I will get another triangle. Images. So in triangles, oh my god, no, too bright, too bright. We're gonna go ahead and make another whole. This one's gonna grab the whole triangle. I'll just name this white triangle. Okay, and so white triangle is gonna be the big one, and the whole. I'll just cut. Let's call you something. Just gotta stop double clicking it. This guy is gonna be called white triangle cutoff. Yeah. Okay. Just later if I need it. So this is gonna be spaceship. Spaceship right now is gonna be represented by a white triangle. Let's put you at 0, 0, 0 for now. Scale you way down. And let's figure out how to get you to orbit. I mean, I have a good idea already. I'm just gonna make a whole other game object called orbit. I'm gonna put that straight on the Earth. I'm gonna reset everything about it. And I'm gonna put the spaceship in orbit, and then all I gotta do is hopefully rotate around this guy. And there he goes. He's orbiting. Okay, so let's go ahead and move him out here maybe. Maybe like this. This is gonna be like my 0th position. And then anyway. Yeah, that looks good. So he's orbiting. Kind of going off screen, so maybe I'll move Earth just a little bit up. Okay. Let's go ahead and animate this. I haven't done animations in so long, but we're gonna dive back into animations. So let's set orbit back to 0, and let's figure out how to do an animation. Man, so window, animation. We need the animation window. I'm just put this where the game is right now. Yep, and now we got to start making. To begin animating orbit, create an animator and an animation clip. What if I just hit create here? Alright, so this is the animation. I'm going to put in animations, and I'm going to call this orbit Earth. Orbit Earth. And so, yep, this guy is going to be orbiting Earth. And let's go ahead and record this. And I guess every 30 seconds we'll go 90. Let's just do this at like every 10-second interval for 90. So I'm gonna just say you go 90. This one's gonna be 180. Unless I mistyped that, 180. You're gonna be 270. And then you're gonna be 360. And what happens? It's doing this like easing thing. I can kind of see it, and then like it stops, and then it stops, and it stops. So I need to maybe make it more linear, this animation. So I think I can just do that by selecting all these and just say both tangents are linear. I feel like I can't see the difference now. Alright, I'm zooming out because I want this to go slower. So let's see what happens in every 2 seconds. Yeah, maybe even longer. 3 seconds? Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? I think so, at least. So when he gets here, you have to click, and then you're basically able to make the trajectory. Just so I can have something, I'm gonna do a quick screen grab and go to GIMP, and we're gonna make a trajectory thing for the player to follow. Not that that necessarily means what am I trying to say? Just trying to open up GIMP. Come on, let's go. Yeah, just so you can see where to click so that you can start following the trajectory that's supposed to be laid out for the mission. So here it is, GIMP's right there. Let's make a new image. This time I'm going to make it pretty huge. Alright, that's the thing I need to grab, so let's go ahead and select that. So this is kind of the screen. Let's crop it to this, crop to selection. This is fine, I'll just do it with this. Alright, so I'm going to make a new layer. This is gonna be just with the pencil tool. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so this is the orbit. Not that this is actually the orbit, but this is something. And there we go. That's the orbit. But then this is gonna be the trajectory. Maybe. Something like that. So around here, maybe you should be able to click and it follows this guy. Okay, cool. That's what I'm gonna steal though. So can I just export, select it, export visible? And we'll just call this trajectory. So now we have a trajectory object. I don't know what that line is, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and insert a 2D sprite. It's not gonna be animated, so I don't have to worry about that. It's trajectory, and it's really awful, but it's here. And maybe I'll just move the moon to make this a little... Alright, so something like that is what I want. Maybe we can still sample the animation. Alright, so like, yeah, around here, just click and then hopefully you can go around that trajectory. Yeah, so what my plan is just to have some kind of box, invisible box here, and if you click it and this guy's colliding with it, you can continue on to the next scene, where I guess you'll just go back to the command module and see what's going on. Yep. So if I unselect the orbit, maybe that line goes away. Oh yeah, but you see, like right now I can't do anything in the scene, but I want to have the options for you to click here, bam, when you're clicked here, or have ground control here, and what's this one going to be called? The command module. And yeah. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, okay. I think I know what I want to do for the next mini game, I guess, is what I'm thinking. Uh, Once you start going on your trajectory, it will like kind of zoom into the ship, and the ship will also get small, and all you'll see is black in the ship. And maybe you can see like the screen fade and it reappear to see the next day, and then you have to reset your coordinates to make sure you're matching the trajectory. And once you're like right, you can click it, the spaceship, and then it will launch again so that you continue on your trajectory, because there's like a correction thing here, and I want to capture you like correcting in the middle here so you know about the correction. And then like right after you start going here, this is where we'll say the oxygen tank blows, and yeah, we'll continue with the story from there. Okay. So that's I know. Let's like I need to take a quick break, but I'm gonna go ahead and figure out something on my own right now, and that's my schedule and how I need to like start separating all of this. So I know when I have to like move on. Uh, so that being said, let me go ahead and start plotting out what I need to do, and then like the next couple hours, the next whatever, however long we have. Maybe I'll have my countdown right quick on ldjam.com. Sorry, I have nearly 24 hours, 25 hours right now, and I'm gonna have to get some sleep somewhere in there and eat. So let's go ahead and I might just do this in Excel and then just paste it in here. All right, so right now we're at 7 p.m. Maybe I'll break this out into 30-minute increments. 7:30 p.m. and this is it. This is what I got going on, and we got to do this till 8. Um, it's gonna take me some time to get screenshots, descriptions, and all that, and posting the build. So I'm gonna give myself a whole hour there. Uh, so I know I basically have to be finished by 7 p.m. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to do the first pass. I want to have the first pass done by tonight. I'm about to take a break, so this is gonna be break, and it's gonna be maybe up to a 2-hour break for like dinner and all of that. Uh, but then we're basically doing our first pass for the rest of the night. So that's gonna be like till 1, I guess. And then I'm gonna need a solid like 8 hours of sleep. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I'll probably be up by 9, and then I'll just do some like breakfast at this time. Uh, and then this is second pass. So second pass is gonna have to be done by lunchtime, I think. And then third pass is like us going crazy. All right. So first pass has like just programmer graphics and it looks pretty awful. So second pass has just got to be putting at least my best effort on just drawing little things here and there. So let's kind of explain what this is. This is getting all core mechanics in. This is going to be uh, getting all programmer art in. Let's just say we'll do 2 passes. And I'm going to have to take another break in here too for lunch. I'm just going to have to say break. And then this one's going to have to be sounds and music. And this one is going to have to be polish and everything. It's gonna be a mess at those hours. I know it is. And then we at 7 o'clock we just go ahead and do what we got to do, and we call it a day. So core mechanics. If I can start getting some art earlier, like try to get art here would be nice. Sleep, do that. Yeah. Okay. Putting it down makes it real and scary. But here I am. Alright, let's just copy and we'll see what happens if we paste this. I'll just say remaining schedule. Alright, cool. So, that being said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. let's say 3 hours for the rest of the the mechanics. And so I think I cut that trajectory thing. I think I just have to communicate it a different way. I want to communicate it via gameplay, but I think I think the core mechanic that I have now might just have to be all of it, and then we just kind of see what happens. Um, but all right, let me see. I'm gonna look at the story itself. I need to storyboard it a little more. On my break, I'm gonna storyboard it. Actually, during my break is maybe when I should do my programmer art. Okay, I might try to do some of this second pass stuff during my break here. Okay, okay, it's all sounding good. Uh, all right, just checking the iteration of my game. What, what, what? Oh, if you don't have, if not singleton, just return. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna click, it's gonna go on the trajectory, and alright, I got the story so far. So what I'm gonna do. Alright, so right, we're going on the trajectory. I want to do a core set. I'm gonna just do something to do the core set, and then there's an explosion, and then we see that yeah, I don't know which one's gonna be. There's an explosion. You see the communications between ground team and the crew, and how they're gonna have to cancel the mission. And then we're gonna have to do a scene where they get into the lunar module. So that's gonna have to happen. Uh, and then they have to shut down the command module, but then they're gonna go on a drift. So we'll see it just kind of drifting, and that might just be a timer thing where you can't do anything. And then we'll see, we'll get the lights on in the cabin, and then it will fix the orientation will fix, and it'll be on the trajectory again. And before Moonburn, I don't remember what that was about. Yeah, and what I might have is like an oxygen, water, and fuel gauge on the top right. And then like everything will just slowly start going down, like everything is normal. But when the explosion happens, I want all those gauges to go crazy. Uh, and then yeah, and basically it all being like a quarter once all the commotion settles down, and then you just go around the moon, and yeah. Okay, the pre-return burn is, I guess, when they're adjusting around the moon, and then they realize the electric and life support's not going to make it. So ground control is deciding whether they should shut everything down now or leave everything on, but then when they shoot back towards Earth, that's when they turn everything off. Okay. Um, yeah. There's a lot of pieces left. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna write it down uh, in a better fashion now that it's forming in my head, the idea, and hopefully we can get a lot of this done tonight. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go. If I didn't commit my code already, let me do that. We created gown control command module and space. All right. I am for now gonna go take a break, but I'll be back about 9, and then we'll continue onwards. All right. See ya.